Welcome back, everybody, to the Making the Madness college basketball YouTube channel. If you guys have been around for a while, you guys know that Jonathan and myself broke down most of the transfers that committed last year, and now we're bringing it back. This will be the first edition of this year's 2022 transfer instant reactions, and now we have two Arkansas transfers. If you know Eric Musselman, you know he loves transfers. We're going Makhel and Makai Mitchell, twin brothers from the University of Rhode Island. They both had pretty productive seasons, the top two scorers for Rhode Island, solid rebounders, good shot blockers, and they head to Arkansas where they will join potentially the top-ranked squad next season. Obviously, a lot is in flux right now with college basketball. We'll see what changes with the portal, but on the surface, Arkansas has a chance to be ridiculously good. They're loaded with future NBA talent, headlined by five-star guard Nick Smith, five-star guard Anthony Black, five-star Jordan Walsh. They have so much talent on this team next year. And look, they do lose a lot. J.D. Notae is gone. Au'Diese Toney is gone. Stanley Umude is gone. But nobody in college basketball is better than retooling their roster from one year to another like Eric Musselman. We've seen it time and time again. A few years ago, lost Mason Jones and lost Isaiah Joe. They got better. They got better that year. This year, they played Duke in the Elite Eight. They retooled a lot of their roster from last year besides J.D. Notae, and Jalen Williams got a lot better. He's the constant here. He could return testing the NBA draft waters. I would guess he's back just based on his current NBA draft stock, but obviously we'll see what happens. Probably a second-round pick if he were to leave, but he comes back. He could be an all-SEC first-team kind of guy, maybe an SEC Player of the Year candidate. But you look at the rest of the roster, you have Devo Davis. He didn't have the kind of season that I thought he could have. He shot the ball a little more, but it wasn't particularly great. He's still a great defender, a solid passer. I'm not sure if he's ever going to become a star, but he's a solid role player. He averaged 8 points per game, 3 assists per game, 3 rebounds per game, shot 27% from three. He's a good defender, and I think he should be a solid piece for Arkansas. Just that offense isn't great, but Arkansas will have a lot of other options where they don't need him to be a star. You're going to look at the freshman for that. You're going to look at Nick Smith for that. And another guy that they added recently, Trevon Brazile from Missouri, I think he has extremely high potential. He can play the 3, he can play the 4, he's athletic, he can shoot the ball. I think he has a chance to really develop under Eric Musselman. I think he will get the most out of him because you see what he does, like I said earlier, year in, year out with transfers. He finds ways to get a lot from these guys. And if you're looking at top-ranked teams for next season, I said Arkansas could be number 1. I had them number 2 at the moment behind Houston. Houston's loaded, likely with Marcus Sasser, Jamal Shead. You have Tremont Mark. You have a lot of pieces back, but Arkansas has the most talent of any team in the country next season. And that sounds kind of crazy considering they're Arkansas. You're not used to them being the most talented team in college basketball, but I feel like it's hard to deny it with the kind of talent they have coming in. That's like a Duke-level recruiting class. And Duke does have a loaded recruiting class also, but Arkansas is just unbelievably good. Obviously, there's a lot to be seen here, right? Like, you don't know how freshmen are going to play from the jump. You're making assumptions on what these guys are going to be, but they're 5-star guys for a reason. They're obviously going to be some of the most talented players in college basketball. We just have to see how it fits together, but I think it will fit together well. When you think about what the Mitchell brothers, who this video is about, will look like, I'm not sure if either starts, probably not, but they're going to be able to play solid spot minutes. They can score inside. They can block a shot or two. I don't know if either of them will play 20-plus minutes a game, but both could play 12-plus minutes a game, split some time, fill in when there's foul trouble. If Jalen Williams gets in foul trouble, they can fill in and play a big role. I like a lot of what this team has, and these two just add a little more depth. You don't need them to be stars. They won't be stars. There's no question about that, but they'll be solid role players, and this Arkansas team has a chance to be really deep with star talent, with depth. They have a lot of pieces here, and the Mitchell twins just had a little bit more and a little bit more size. You can never have too much size, and Arkansas certainly has a lot of that size thanks to the additions here and the addition of Trevon Brazile. So Arkansas will be loaded this year, and this was a video on the Mitchell twins committing to Arkansas. Stay tuned to the Making the Madness YouTube channel over the next couple of months as we'll break down more transfers, we'll break down rosters, everything you need for college basketball. Make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and until next time, have a good one.